I'll be frank. I feel weird about Sims 4. As a person who owns every single game and every single expansion pack, I come into Sims with a pretty strong notion of what to expect. Big world, big families, big cars. But Sims feels less of what I expected coming from Sims 3 to Sims 4, in a literal sense and also an emotional one. Literal as in there are less features like pools, toddlers, and, well, cars. Emotional sense because I feel like I'm losing a bit of perspective into the grand scape of a Sim's life by being restricted to a certain number of areas, loading screens walling me from engaging in new venues, essentially pushing me away from stepping outside my Sim's house. I can't customize each individual color for my outfits, or fabrics, or hell, even change the wall designs. It bothers me that I don't have the world that was unlocked to me in Sims 3. But then I realized that while the physical world of a Sim was locked, Max has tried to bring that elsewhere. And that's where I regain perspective again. One of the things that I find entertaining about Sims 4, not the way that the game is, but how it was made, is that in its attempt to make the game more technically stable, which it definitely is, and personally I've only faced one crash this entire time. In its attempts to make the game more stable, the game adds a sort of genuine comedy and commentary to it. The esport branch of Tech Guru is definitely my favorite. The ability to become a pro gamer, the jabs at shifting from a dimly lit basement to a dimly lit arena, the ability to live stream and make that at max CPM. Just having a gentle laugh at ourselves, the players, on how we're playing these extensions of perspectives we see in real life. Hell, even the bill collector in the game is frighteningly terrible. The notification from the company is, you owe insert amount here, and have 48 hours to pay before we shut your utilities off one by one. Then it goes into this light transition of, you can pay using these methods. Thanks! It's like having the nightmare of Time Warner made real, digitally. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that with these examples, is that it's pretty blatantly obvious the game concentrated less on providing features and more strengthening the ones that were there. Prior to launch, fans kept hearing on how certain things were just not going to be ready on release date. But in lieu of possibly adding more broken mechanics, they wrote in some pretty fabulous storylines, responsive dialogues, emotions, just general social commentary that makes you appreciate the game for, I guess, being hip on how the world is today and making a jest of it. So I guess I kind of called this a review. Let me put it to you this way. This game definitely takes you back to Sims 2 than Sims 3. As a successor to Sims 3, Sims 4 is very, very bare bones in comparison. But as a standalone, you can appreciate it. It has this allure that makes the game worthwhile, the jabs at reality that make the sim more engaging on a narrative standpoint. Sure, we don't have cars, and it totally sucks not having a toddler to bathe and feed and teach how to potty. But at the same time, I can appreciate what it is, and what it's trying to be. If I were to give suggestions on purchasing this game, if you're a Sims fan, go with the mindset that it's not Sims 3, and you'll be fine. I know, it's a tall order in itself, but its fresh look at emotion-driven gameplay is actually quite entertaining, and I think makes it really worthwhile. If you're not a Sims fan or aren't the most devoted, then wait for the expansion, see how things go with the new updates, but I wouldn't cut this game out of your life just yet. I think it has the opportunity to become something great, and with the updates and perhaps an expansion or two, it'll be worth the wait. My name is Ash, take care, and I will see you next time.